Hello and welcome to CVR News Network. You're watching CVR English Prime Time Bulletin, and these are the details for the hour. Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to Twitter to express his appreciation for the Swabhiman apartments, praising them for providing new opportunities and uplifting the aspirations of the poor residents of Delhi. He highlighted that the development of these apartments had not only given the unprivileged a sense of hope, but also inspired the children living there to strive for a better future. Modi mentioned that engaging with the people and children of the Swabhiman apartments had brought them immense satisfaction, emphasizing the positive impact such initiatives can have on the lives of those who need it most.
तो आपको मिल गया मकान?
हाँ जी सर, हम आपकी बहुत आभारी हैं। झोपड़ से निकाल के हमें आपने महल दिया है। इससे बड़ी हम तो ये इसका तो सपना भी नहीं देखा था, लेकिन जो सपना देखा आपने हकीकत कर दिखाया। हाँ जी।
चलिए, मेरा घर तो नहीं है, आप लोगों को घर मिल गया।
नहीं, हम आपका भी घर है, हम लोग आपका परिवार है।
हाँ, ये बात सही है। 104। हाँ,
आप बोले थे कि जहाँ ड्यूटी वहीं बसा,
आपने वो करके दिखाया।
करके दिया ना। हाँ,
आपके ऊंचा झंडा रहे, आप फिर जीत के
हाँ, हमारा झंडा तो ऊपर आप लोगों को रख रहा है।
आपके साथ है, बस आप अपना हाथ हमारे सर पे बनाए रखना।
हाँ,
हाँ जी।
अरे माताओं बहनों का हाथ मेरे सर पे होना चाहिए।
इतने सालों से प्रभु श्री राम जी का इंतजार कर रहे थे, वैसे सर आपका इंतजार करते थे कि हम लोग इस बिल्डिंग में आ गए झुग्गी झोपड़ी से उठ के। अब इससे ज्यादा हम लोगों
हो जी।
हम भारत के वीर जवान, ऊंची रहे हमारी शान, हमको प्यारा हिंदुस्तान, गाए देश प्रेम के गान, हमें तिरंगे पर अभिमान, अमर जवान इस पर तन मन धन कुर्बान।
तो इसमें से तुम्हारे सहेलियां सब वहाँ है, कुछ छूट जाएगी कि हम नए सहेली मिलेंगे? क्या मिलेगा? पुराने वाले हैं? हाँ? अच्छा,
ये है।
अच्छा, ये पुराने दोस्त हैं, वो भी यहाँ आने वाले हैं। वाह, ये मकान मिल गया है तो अब कैसा लग रहा है?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है सर, झुग्गी झोपड़ी से मकान मिल गया, अच्छा है, बहुत बढ़िया।
तो लेकिन अब तो उत्तर प्रदेश से मेहमान बहुत आएंगे।
तो क्या हो गया?
खर्चा बढ़ जाएगा।
कोई नहीं सर,
यहाँ भी साफ सुथरा रहेगा।
हाँ हाँ, बहुत अच्छी तरह से रहेगा।
देखिए, खेलकूद का मैदान मिल जाएगा।
हाँ सर।
हैं? तो क्या करेंगे? खेलेंगे। तो पढ़ेगा कौन? पढ़ाई भी करेंगे। आप में से उत्तर प्रदेश से कितने लोग हैं? हाँ जी, बिहार से कितने हैं? कहाँ से हैं आप?
बिहार का।
अच्छा, ज्यादातर किस काम में लगे हुए लोग हैं इस जो आप लोग यहाँ झोपड़ी में रहते थे? किस प्रकार के काम करने वाले लोग हैं? मजदूरी, ऑटो रिक्शा। मंडी में कुछ लोग मजदूरी। अच्छा, जो लोग मंडी में काम करते हैं। तो छठ पूजा के समय क्या करते हैं? ये यमुना तो बिल्कुल ऐसी करके रख दी है, यहीं पर करना पड़ता है। अरे रे।
AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal stated that in 2020, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made several promises to the people of Delhi, including assurance that everyone would have a house by 2022. However, Kejriwal pointed out that as of 2025, PM Modi has only handed over keys to 4,700 homes in 5 years, 1,700 recently and 3,000 earlier in Kalkati. He emphasized that in contrast, Delhi has 4 lakh slums and 15 lakh people in need of homes. Kejriwal criticized the manifesto, suggesting that it seemed to be intended for 200 years rather than for a 5-year period.
इन 10 सालों में आम आदमी पार्टी की दिल्ली सरकार ने क्या-क्या काम किए, आज अगर आप मुझे बताने के लिए बोलें तो शायद मुझे 2-3 घंटे भी कम पड़ें। इतने काम किए, इतने काम किए, इतने काम किए। शिक्षा में, स्वास्थ्य में, बिजली में, पानी में, सीवर में, सड़क, इतने काम किए हम लोगों ने कि मैं कई घंटों तक काम गिना सकता हूं। लेकिन जो दूसरी सरकार थी, जो दिल्ली के लोगों ने केंद्र सरकार चुनी थी बीजेपी की, उन्होंने 10 साल में एक भी ऐसा काम नहीं किया जो कि आज प्रधानमंत्री जी अपने 43 मिनट के भाषण में आप लोगों को गिना के गए होंगे। अगर उन्होंने 10 साल में काम किए होते तो शायद आज उन्हें दिल्ली के लोगों को इतनी गालियां देने की जरूरत ना पड़ती। वो अपने काम गिनाते, वो गालियां ना देते। जो व्यक्ति काम करता है वो गाली नहीं देता। जब कोई आदमी काम नहीं करता तो फिर उसे गालियां देनी पड़ती है। वो गालियों के बस पे चुनाव लड़ता है। 2020 में प्रधानमंत्री जी ने दिल्ली के लोगों से कई वादे किए थे। 2020 के विधानसभा चुनाव में भी आए थे। ये बीजेपी का संकल्प पत्र है। इसमें कई सारी बातें लिखी हुई है। इसमें प्रधानमंत्री जी कह के गए थे 2020 में, साफ साफ इसमें लिखा है 2022 तक दिल्ली में सब लोगों को पक्के मकान दे दिए जाएंगे। ये इस संकल्प पत्र में प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बोला, 2020 में बोला उन्होंने। 2022 तक दिल्ली में सब लोगों को पक्के मकान दे दिए जाएंगे। साल हो गए। इन 10 सालों में आम आदमी पार्टी की दिल्ली सरकार ने क्या-क्या काम किए।
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar met the Maldives Foreign Affairs Minister Abdulla Khaleel at Hyderabad House today. The meeting served as an important diplomatic engagement, strengthening the bilateral ties between India and Maldives. The discussions likely focused on enhancing cooperation across various sectors, including trade, security, and regional issues. This visit reflects the ongoing collaboration and mutual interest in fostering closer relations between two nations, marking a significant step in their diplomatic relations. Today we honor the legacy of Savitribai Phule, a pioneering force in Indian history whose contributions to education, social reform and women's rights continue to inspire generations. Savitribai Phule, born on January 3, 1831 in Naigaon, Maharashtra, was a pioneering figure who broke societal norms in 19th century India, particularly in the fields of education, social reform and women's rights. Born into the Mali community, she was married at the age of 9 to Jyoti Rao Phule, a social reformer who would play a significant role in her education. Despite being illiterate at the time of her marriage, Jyoti Rao's determination to educate her led Savitribai to become one of the first literate women in India. In 1848, together with her husband, Savitribai opened one of the first schools for girls in Pune, defying societal taboos against the female education. Their efforts were met with fierce opposition, yet they continued to establish more schools and ensure education for girls from all castes, including the so-called untouchable communities. Savitribai's work extended beyond education. Phule advocated for widow remarriage, the abolition of child marriage, and also the cessation of practices like sati. Savitribai also founded a shelter for pregnant rape victims, providing them with medical care and protection from societal stigma. Despite the immense challenges and personal attacks, she faced her dedication to reform and women's rights left a lasting impact. Savitribai Phule passed away in 1897, but her legacy as a champion of education quality continues to inspire generations, laying the foundation for modern feminism and social justice in India.
She also established Bal Hatya Pratibandhak Griha, a shelter for pregnant rape victims. Savitribai Phule, a pioneer of women's education and social reform in India. Savitribai Phule was a transformative figure in India, known for her groundbreaking work in women's education, social justice and the fight against caste discrimination. Born in Naigaon, Maharashtra, she defied societal norms and alongside her husband Jyoti Rao Phule, she opened the first school for girls in Pune in 1848, challenging entrenched inequalities. Savitribai advocated for widow remarriage, fought against child marriage, and sought to abolish practices like sati. Her education initiatives included founding multiple schools for girls, even from untouchable communities, and creating a progressive curriculum focused on subjects like math, science, and social studies. She also established Bal Hatya Pratibandhak Griha, a shelter for pregnant rape victims, providing medical care and support while protecting children born from societal stigma. Despite facing intense opposition, Savitribai's resilience ensured her legacy as a champion for equality, empowerment and social reform. Her enduring influence continues to inspire generations, especially in the fight for women's rights and education. Savitribai Phule, a pioneer of women's education and social reform in India. Savitribai Phule was a transformative figure in India, known for her groundbreaking work in women's education.
The 2025 World Economic Forum in Davos will see a strong representation from Andhra Pradesh, with Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu leading the state's delegation. Joining him will be IT Minister Nara Lokesh and Union Minister Ram Mohan Naidu. During the 5-day event from January 28 to 24th, the Andhra Pradesh team intends to spotlight the state's investment opportunities, aiming to attract global organizations and investors. They plan to showcase the region's robust resources, infrastructure, potential, and an emerging economic hub in India. This participation at such prestigious international forum aligns with the government's broader strategy to draw international investments and foster economic growth in AP. A major fire erupted in a building under construction at the My Home project in the Kokapet, Neapolis layout. The fire caused extensive damage to the structure, prompting a swift action from emergency services to bring the blaze under control. While there were no reported casualties, the incident has raised concerns regarding the safety measures at construction sites. Authorities are currently investigating the cause of fire, and the developers of the project are cooperating with the investigation. The incident also sparked discussions for the need for stricter safety protocols in such developments. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noel Barrot meets with Christian religious leaders in Damascus upon his arrival in the Syrian capital to hold talks with Syria's new leader, kicking off the highest level visit to so far by a major Western power.
اسألني سيدنا شيخنا في أي مانع؟ Your Excellency, all we are always together, and we will be present in the name of all our churches in Syrian Orthodox Patriarchate. It is a different explanation for this word's terminology. اسألني سيدنا شيخنا في أي مانع؟ Your Excellency, all we are always together, and we will be present in the name of all our churches in Syrian Orthodox Patriarchate. It is a different explanation for this word's terminology.
A 10-6-hour standoff took place inside South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol's compound. South Korea's presidential guards and military troops prevented authorities from arresting impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol. Yoon is under criminal investigation for the insurrection over his December 3rd martial law bid that stunned South Korea. The decision also led to the first arrest warrant to be issued for a sitting president. The CIO officials and the police evaded hundreds of Yoon supporters who gathered in the pre-dawn house near his residence. The CIO and the police were outnumbered by cordons of Presidential Security Service personnel as well as military troops.
5년 동안에 2억을 받아 처먹었다며 쪽팔리게 저런 놈이고 오늘 같은 날 비상계엄 철폐하라 비상계엄 철폐하라.
저는 북한 공산 세력의 위협으로부터 자유 대한민국을 수호하고 우리 국민의 자유와 행복을 약탈하고 있는 저는 북한 공산 세력의 위협으로부터
비상계엄 철폐하라 비상계엄 철폐하라. 여러분들이 잘립니까? 5년 동안에 2억을 받아 처먹었다며 쪽팔리게 저런 놈이고 오늘 같은 날 비상계엄 철폐하라 비상계엄 철폐하라.
저는 북한 공산 세력의 위협으로부터 자유 대한민국을 수호하고 우리 국민의 자유와 행복을 약탈하고 있는 저는 북한 공산 세력의 위협으로부터
Before closing the bulletin, let's check the headlines once again. Prime Minister Modi praises Swabhiman apartments, highlights impact on Delhi's underprivileged. Modi expresses satisfaction over the positive change brought to children and poor residents. Jaishankar met Maldives Foreign Affairs Minister Abdulla Khaleel at Hyderabad House. Meeting strengthened bilateral ties between India and Maldives. Kejriwal slams Prime Minister Modi's 2020 promise of homes, says only 4,700 Delhi homes handed over in 5 years. Convener criticized BJP's housing commitment. Allu Arjun faces legal relief in case linked to woman's death in stampede. Allu Arjun, the Pushpa 2 makers, announced 2 crore compensation for the victim's family. And that's the end of the prime